talking right now about the NBA and more specifically the dunk contest. Now, in years past, and when I say years past, I'm talking about 80s, late 80s, 90s, the great days of Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb, Vince Carter, the good old days. Back in my day, the good old, back to business. The good old days of the dunk competition when you turned on All Star Weekend, and we didn't care about the 3-point competition. We didn't necessarily care about the All Star game. We wanted to see the dunk competition. We wanted to see Michael Jordan jumping from the free throw line. We wanted to see Vince Carter doing some crazy between the legs 360, touch the rafter, and come down and dunk it. That's what we wanted to see. Well, at least kids my age wanted to see. Last couple years, and when I say last couple years, I mean the past decade, mainly 2000, I would say 2002 to last year, the dunk contest has been a little boring. The NBA has tried to make it more interesting with the rule changes. Last year, when John Wall won, it was team versus team, East versus West. Can't tell you who was on the West. Don't remember. It was boring. Boring. And I'm a John Wall fan. I'm glad he won. Bad competition. Really bad. So this last year, nobody really went into the dunk competition with high hopes. We had Zach LaVine win it. And I don't think anyone really knew Zach LaVine before the competition. But he stole the hearts of everyone watching because we finally had something to cheer for. We finally got out of our seat, jumped up, and we were amazed by the things that he was doing. The dunks that he did weren't completely new, but they were new spins on dunks that we've seen before. The between the legs dunk he did, he grabbed it out of Andrew Wiggins' hand at the perfect height. He did the Space Jam dunk with the Michael Jordan Looney Tunes jersey on. It had us entertained. We were liking it. But what does this mean for the future of the dunk competition? Will we see more interesting ones? I'm willing to say yes, just because these athletes are not getting any less athletic. There are freak athletes coming out each and every year. Zach LaVine is just an example of one, 6'5", really a point guard. Uh, Guys like Russell Westbrook, Joe Green, Terrence Ross, even Ben McLemore, KJ McDaniels. These young guys that can take the dunk competition back to the good old days, back to the glory days of Michael Jordan, Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins. We just had to see a little bit more creativeness. And with the revamp of, I think with a lot of these young guys like KJ McDaniels, guys who don't really have a big following yet, KJ McDaniels, Ben McLemore, maybe Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins probably still has a really big following just because he was taken so high. But these young players who still haven't found that dedicated fan base, I think they see what happens to a guy like Zach LaVine, where first half of the season, not a lot of people really knew who he was, and then second half, you had people just talking about him every day, or just watching the Timberwolves games because of what they saw him do in the dunk competition. And I think that could be really enticing for a young player who wants to be, a mainstay in the league, get his name out there, just come in, work really hard, working all summer, creating dunks, and come in, and you'll see, a rise in your popularity if you win, just like Zach LaVine did. And you might not even have to win, just if you come in. Look at what JaVale McGee did. I doubt a lot of people who knew JaVale McGee before he came in and put up did a really good job in the dunk competition. A lot of people thought he should have won. He came in second, but he saw a rise in his popularity. So I think a lot of young guys are going to see what doing well in this competition does for your popularity. I think that might entice them to come in and actually try to create new, fresh dunks and catch the eye of fans and even teams that might be interested in giving them a contract in the future. But what I would like to do in this video is to give you my dream list for next year's dunk competition. 1. Zach LaVine. defending champion, you better come back. That's the softest stuff ever if you don't defend your championship. So Zach LaVine, 1. Teammate, Andrew Wiggins, 2. Freak of nature. 2 guys on the same team battling it out for the championship, the dunk competition championship. Love to see it. 3. Russell Westbrook. Who cares more about winning? Nobody. That dude wants to be great. He wants to win. He wants to beat you. I want the passion to come back into the competition. I don't want it to be, I don't want to see a dunk and it's like, oh yeah, you saw what I did. No, Russell Westbrook, you put him in the dunk competition, he's going to do something, and he's going to look at the scoreboard. It's going to be like the Olympics. He wants to see his score, and if it's not what he wants, he's going to be mad. I want that. I want that in the competition. 4, who else? LeBron. It's time. It's time. It's time, LeBron. You already came home. Just come to the dunk competition. That's all we ask. What do you think? Continue the conversation in the comments below. Tweet me at TIP number 3. And let's see where it takes us. Until then, until next time.